Welcome back to the YouTube channel, Time Travel is Possible. Possibly your favorite YouTube channel. Today we are reviewing and taking a look at my wife's collection of strawberry shortcakes from the 1980s. We have the berry house, we have the figures, and then we also have some vehicle sets that came with it, play sets and vehicles. So we will go over those a little bit. But we are going to start with the figures. I also have my daughter helping me out today. First we're going to go over the American collection here, and my understanding is that we're not missing any of the pets or any of the characters.
We got strawberry shortcake in two different outfits with Custard the cat.
What kind of outfit is that?
This one?
Yeah.
It's like a picnic outfit.
Okay.
Then we got Huckleberry Pie, the only boy, with Pupcake the dog.
Okay.
Blueberry Muffin with Cheesecake Mouse. Raspberry Tart with Rhubarb Monkey. Orange Blossom with Marmalade the butterfly. Lemon Meringue with Frappe the frog. Lime Chiffon with Parfait the parrot. This one. And then we got Angel Cake with Souffle the skunk.
Okay, and as you can see, those all have their hats also, which is an important accessory, and their shoes, and their undergarments. Now we're going to go over the babies that are part of the American collection.
This is Apple Dumpling with the two Tea Time Turtles. They did two versions.
Yep, I think the hard shell was the first one. Yep.
This is the second one. And we got Apricot with Hopsalot the bunny. Then we got Butter Cookie with Jelly Bear and Cherry Cuddler with Gooseberry the goose.
Alright, great. And then on the international side, we have two up here.
Missing their pets. So we have Mint Tulip. She's an international friend from the Netherlands, and we're missing her duck, Marshall. And then we got Crepe Suzette, international friend from France, and we're missing his or her poodle. Then we got these two, Lem and Aid. They're twins, and they're international friends from United Kingdom with Sugar Woofer the dog.
We are missing two international friends, and those are
Cafe au lait from Mexico and the original almond tea from China.
And their pets. Now we only have one party pleaser, and this is the one from China. And there are about 7, 9 party pleasers somewhere in there, so we do not have any of those. We'll be working on that, but this one is
almond tea, and we're missing her panda.
And then once again, there is about 7 to 9 characters of berrykins, which we do not have any of those. There are also some very rare ones that we do not have in our collection,
which is Plum Pudding with Elderberry Owl and Banana Twirl, who's only a berrykin with her small banana figure. And then we're missing Peach Blush with her lamb, who's only a party pleaser.
The number one thing I did want to go over when buying one of these dolls is their hair. So they all look great with their hats on, but when you take off the hats, you will see that a lot of them could have like what looks like balding spots. So this one has quite a bit, and some of that could be just moving the hair around. And then this one's a lot better, a lot thicker hair all the way through. You can also see sometimes people cut the hair. So maybe this one was cut, or this one was cut here. This one could just be separated. But those are the number one things you want to have on the dolls, is a full head of hair. Now we're going to go over the Berry Happy Home, as you can see right there on the front mat of the house, otherwise a sticker. This is a complicated piece. It is very large. It's the holy grail of the strawberry shortcake. A lot of times there are many pieces missing, many furniture pieces that we do not have that can become very expensive. Then also, because it's all made of plastic, there's a couple things you should know when handling it. Never pick it up by the top, by the strawberry parts. You always want to pick it up at the base. They did put 2 spots there where you can slide your hands in like you would pick up a box. So you always want to do that. And then the berry house has like plastic tabs that all connect. And I've had a couple other of these, and the plastic tabs, when those break, it creates a lot of instability in the berry home. So you want to make sure of that, be very careful. Now, when going over the furniture that's in there, it looks like we have a bed, and then we also have some sort of rocking chair, and then we have another bed here. So the bed up there I don't think is original, but this one is. And then I don't even want to mess with the staircase. This is another thing that can break, so you want to make sure if you're looking for one of these that this is all together and there's no broken pieces. It basically comes down and folds out, and they can go up into the attic there. You have the bathroom, which has the claw foot tub, and then you have a mirror, and then also you have a sink below that, and then you have a strawberry toilet here with the strawberry seat. And then it also comes with this, is that right? Yeah, that can come off the flooring. And then there's the strawberry bed with a little nightstand. And then that has a portrait of some sort. And on the main floor here, you have the family room area, which has the front door. Everything, almost everything strawberry shaped. You have the home sweet home framed picture, and what happens there is there's little pegs that come off of the wall, and they have a hole in the back of the picture that slides into those pegs so they hold tight. But if you're looking for these, you will notice that some of those pegs break off inside the frame, and so it's important to take note of that. And then you have a little hutch here. And then you have the table, which is like a leaf, and then you have this cute lamp. But there is a grandfather clock. There's so many other things that we still need to look for to complete the set inside. And then here's the kitchen, so a lot of strawberry themed stuff there. And you want to make sure you have all that with the sink and the stove and everything else that holds it. And the pan, and there's something underneath there too. So, and then this flooring is also a big part of it. And then over here, you have where they could come outside on the deck. And then you have this little skylight that is strawberry shaped. You have a little chimney over here. And look at all the detail on the side of the house. So a lot of stuff this can break off pretty easy. You want to make sure everything's there in place. And a lot of detail on the front of the house here too. These all click in from the outside and inside, so the pieces come together to put those frames in there. So you want to make sure those are all there. A lot of times what happens is they don't work anymore, and then people will glue them in there, so you want to make sure of that. There are a lot of extras that come with a lot of the strawberry shortcakes, and the number one thing that most of them have is a comb, and there is some other clothing. This is one of my favorite. This is the snail cart, and my daughter's gonna go ahead and take it apart here. It comes with the strawberry. You flip over the base of it, and then this becomes like a picnic table. This is an important piece to have, and then out of the strawberry comes all these pieces that you would set up and use so that they can go ahead and sit around the table and have a picnic. So, and then that piece goes there. That's just some strawberry that they're going to scoop out of there and put in there. Next up, we have the garden house. We are missing a table that comes with the chairs and maybe some other items, I'm not sure. But it opens up and closes here, and then it has a barbecue. There you go. That's the barbecue that they use. Has a strawberry on top with some leafy stuff. And then, I don't know what this is exactly, maybe where they get ready fashion-wise. And then they do have 2 hammocks in the middle there that they just kind of hang out with. See, there she is. She's very big though. You will see these a lot. They sold a lot of these storage containers. You throw all the accessories and the dolls in there. Here's another piece that the wings fall off a lot, and then the chairs can break off if the pegs break off there. So this is supposed to be up there, but the peg broke off. And this is just a butterfly that they fly around as they explore the forest. Next we have a maple stirrup in the Oatsmobile. This is a cool piece. There's some stuff you're going to want to make sure that's on there as far as the seat and the harness piece, so that's not broke. The wheels need to be functioning. This often is missing the basket on the back, so you want to make sure you have that. And then you have this horse that looks like My Little Pony, very much like that. You would maybe mistaken it for a My Little Pony, but that is maple, and it has its saddle and all that stuff, so you want to make sure that's on there. As you know, Strawberry Shortcake is made by Kenner, and here's the only box item we have. It's in very bad condition on the top, but otherwise looking pretty good. The Strawberry Shortcake Berry Cycle. Once again, it has a seat. You want to make sure the wheels are functioning, it's not broken. And they have a brush and a comb back here. And has a little license plate. But pretty simple and pretty cool, runs pretty well. And then there are lots and lots of other vehicles for the Strawberry Shortcake that I do not have present here, but in the process of collecting for my wife. We're throwing this in at the last minute, also made by the Ben Cooper Company. It's the Strawberry Shortcake costume with mask. So I have the box here. It looks like Nicole in the 80s wore this, and we're gonna have to pull that out real quick. Here is the mask, and it's pretty beat up. A lot of the paint has come off, especially on the nose, but the dress is in good shape. You have Strawberry Shortcake here, and the backstory, you can look it up, but I think Strawberry Shortcake was originally an American greetings card, and then they turned it into a cartoon, and Kenner made the products. And then Strawberry Shortcake, Life is Delicious. So that does complete the 1980s Strawberry Shortcake collection that we have of right now. We are always looking for those pieces we mentioned that we do not have. Strawberry Shortcake did reboot itself many times over, so the hope is that it will continue to live on, but I do not see a lot of people collecting Strawberry Shortcakes anymore, so it's definitely a Gen X generation thing in the 1980s. But go ahead and subscribe if you like what you're seeing, because I'm getting more content out there. Comment below if you had some Strawberry Shortcake stuff, and I will see you guys in the future, time travelers.